What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and today I'm going to take you through my best bets as well as my leans in today's slate. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. Alright, legends, before we dive into today's picks, let's do a quick recap on yesterday's NBA video. And honestly, it was another awful day. We went 1 and 2 on our picks. The only winner we had was Anthony Edwards over 29.5 points, and that one cashed with ease. Then we had a couple quiet that didn't get there. So first was Kawhi Leonard over 6.5 rebounds. That one was actually looking pretty solid early, but he just didn't grab another rebound in the second half, which was frustrating. And then we had Onyeka Okongwu over 7.5 rebounds. The read was honestly good, just the wrong player. Jalen Johnson ended up going crazy on the boards, while Okongwu finished with around 5 rebounds. So yeah, we're definitely a bit of a downward slope at the moment, but that's betting. We stay disciplined, trust the process, and turn it around today. Before we jump into the picks, just wanted to do a quick little shout out to PropsMadness, the best pool out there for player prop analysis. I use this thing every single day, and when researching these picks, and with MLB coming soon, this is the best time to jump on board. If you want to try it out for yourself, the link in the description down below will get you a nice discount on your first month. Alrighty, let's get into these picks. So for the first pick, heading to the Lakers and the Knicks game, and I'm going with good old Luka Doncic, not for his points, but for his rebounds, over 7.5 rebounds. So for the season, he's over the sign in 25 out of 51 games, averaging 7.8 rebounds. This doesn't look like the best matchup for him. The Knicks are giving up the 4th least amount of rebounds, the least to his position, the 2nd least offensive rebounds, and the 7th fewest defensive rebounds. However, it's not about the defense, it's about the matchup. So, Cat loves to drag out opposing big men, and that's exactly what should happen here today. They should pull out DeAndre Ayton away from the rim, which should open up a lot more opportunities for Luka to cash those boards and grab those easy rebounds. And we've actually already seen this in this matchup. So the last time, the Lakers versus the Knicks, Luka had 15 rebounds from 19 rebound chances. Don't exactly see this amount of number to happen again. However, he should get pretty close and should get easily over 7.5 rebounds in this one. So while the hit rate doesn't look the best for this sort of matchup, I do expect Luka to go over 7.5 rebounds here today. Then for the second pick, heading to the Pistons and the Heat game, and I'm going with good old Cade Cunningham for over 25.5 points. So for the season, he's over this line in 30 out of 55 games, averaging 25.2 points. This game should stay relatively competitive, so I'm expecting Cade to play around between 31 to 41 minutes here today. But the biggest factor here is the matchup profile. The Heat actually play at one of the fastest paces in the league, and they give up the 6th most amount of points to pull-up shooters. That's important because Cade loves to score 41% of his points from pull-up situations. So when you filter in his expected minutes and also the weak matchup for pull-up points, he's over this line in 11 out of 14 games, averaging 27.9 points. He's also faced the Heat twice this season, grabbing 29 points and 31 points in both games. So this one stay close, which I definitely see will happen. Cade should have every opportunity to go over this 25.5 points line pretty easily. And before we get into the third pick, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos lately. The support has honestly been amazing. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. And we'll run the same little competition as the last video, as we didn't get to the 5 likes. So if this video can get to 5 likes, I'll do another giveaway in the next upload. So for the third pick, heading to the Magic in the Bucks game, and I'm going with good old Giannis over 25.5 points. So for the season, he's over this line in 20 out of 33 games, averaging 27.5 points. Now, if you're watching the videos, I say this time and time again, but the Magic cannot defend guards, players who have a high usage rate and also love to attack the rim. And that is exactly what Giannis does. That's his bread and butter. So he's expected to play at least 30 minutes here today. And when he also has a weak matchup for isolation points, He's over this line in 6 out of 8 games, averaging 30.5 points. Now, there is a chance that he gets ruled out here. They did change from questionable to doubtful now. However, if Giannis does play, he should definitely be able to exploit this matchup and should be able to go over 25.5 points pretty easily. Then, for the fourth and final pick, heading to the Wizards and the Pelicans game, and I'm going with Zion Williamson over 21.5 points. So, for the season, he's over this line in 26 out of 48 games, averaging 25.5 points. This game projects to be a high game total, which definitely benefits Zion. Should play anywhere between 26 to 36 minutes here today. And the matchup lines up very nicely with how he scores. So Zion loves to score 78% of points in the paint, where the Wizards are giving up the fourth most amount of points. So when he has a weak matchup in points in the paint allowed, he's over this line in 10 out of 14 games, averaging 23 points. He also likes to get the free throw line a lot, where the Wizards give up the third most amount of free throws. So everything here lines up nicely for Zion to have a big scoring day. Now that's mainly it for all my main picks. Now let's go through some leans. So the first lean I'm liking is in the first game of the day between the Celtics and the Cavs. I'm going with James Harden over 18.5 points. In big matchups, he tends to be more aggressive offensively, and that should be the case against the Celtics. Over the last 15 games, the Celtics have been giving up the sixth most amount of pull-up points, where Harden likes to score 52% of his points. So when you put him in a weak matchup for pull-up points, he's over this line in 14 out of 18 games, averaging 26.6 points. This should definitely clear this line today. And then for my second and final lean, heading to the Bulls and the Kings game, and I'm going with Precious Achiuwa over 23.5 points. So over his last 6 games, he's been playing like a beast. Over this line in 4 out of 6 games, with scores of 34 points and rebounds against the Grizzlies, 41 points and rebounds against the Mavs, 27 against the Suns, and 41 against the Pelicans just recently. And he has a very soft matchup. So he loves to score in the paint, he loves to score within 10 feet of the basket, and he loves to rebound. And all 3 of those areas are weak for Precious Achiuwa here. They give up the most amount of points and rebounds to his position, 9th most rebounds overall, the 6th most defensive rebounds, and the 7th most offensive rebounds. And they also give up the 7th most point in the paint, where pretty much Precious Achiuwa likes to do where he's scoring from. So this game sets up very nicely for Precious Achiuwa here today, and should definitely clear this 23.5 points and rebounds line pretty easily. So that's pretty much it for my picks and leans for today. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also don't forget about the giveaway, 5 likes, and we'll run one in the next video. Until next time, stay safe, good luck with your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters.